So one of the most common advertising metrics is return on ad spend, or ROAS. Oftentimes when we talk about ROAS, everyone understands where their ROAS needs to be profitable. For example, if we're working with a brand that has a 30% margin, we might know that their ROAS roughly needs to be about 3 to be profitable. If we're working with a brand that has 50% margin, they need to be at a 2 to be profitable, and so on. Wherever you need your return on ad spend to be, I'm going to show you how you can set your cost control to that return on ad spend very, very easily. Just think of your cost control as the most amount of money that you're willing to pay for a new customer to purchase on your site. If your cost per acquisition target is, say, $100, and then slowly massage it down. Think about going from 100 to 98 to 95 to 90 and so on. What you don't want to do is cramp yourself just for the sake of making a few extra bucks. What you do want to do is work it down to a place that there is some constraint between your budget and your cost control. If you want to use your return on ad spend to figure out what does your cost per acquisition target need to be, all you need to do is take your revenue, divide that by the number of purchases, and then divide that whole thing again by your ROAS target. So if you want to hit a 2x, you need to set this to a 2. For example, if your revenue was $1,000 and that $1,000 took a total of 10 purchases, and then you divide that by a ROAS target of 2, so you'd have 1,000 divided by 10, so it would equal 100 divided by 2 equals 50. So that means if you set your cost cap to $50, on average, that will result you in a $100 purchase, and at your cost of goods and your ROAS target, you will then hit a 2x ROAS. Once you figure out what your cost cap target is, it's critically important that you roll it out across every single ad set, across every single campaign. I'm just going to set this to 50 because that's what we just did in that example. For our actual Advantage Plus campaign, you have to go to the campaign level and then set the cost per result to 50, and it will save automatically for you. And same thing on retention and retargeting. For this specific campaign, you might want to come up just a little bit higher because these audiences are going to be tight and Facebook might not recognize them. In this case, I would probably push this up to like 60. And usually what's going to happen, it's going to overperform. And then again, you could massage it down to 55, 50, and so on.